So something that all amateur golfers are after is that effortless swinging, and there is something that all amateur golfers who don't discover that effortless swinging have very much in common. And when we look at the pros, it's just a wonder, right? You just watch them set up to the golf ball, and they don't even look like they're trying to necessarily hit the golf ball too hard. They sort of swing back, swing through, and the ball just seems to go flying off. And then when a lot of amateur golfers try and hit it, they look like they're trying to really hit at it really hard. And there's a common theme, there's a common problem here. So this video is going to help lots of you out. Now, common traits, right, that you're going to have. If you feel stuck, okay, if you feel like your arms are really working overtime and really hard, okay, or if you are somebody who is trying to swing really smooth in the backswing position, then these are common problems and common mistakes that you are having, which is really hindering you. So the big issue that we tend to see with golfers that are sacrificing a lot of distance is very much in the backswing position. And the common problem with amateur golfers is they end up in the backswing where their arms end up too bent, or in this sort of takeaway, when they take the club back, their arms end up too bent. And when we look at the pros, the distance between the elbows is always really tight. It's always really tight as they take that club back. And the reason for this is that for my elbows to be close together, it means that I have to be keeping my hands away from my body. So if I keep my hands away from my body, my elbows are tight. If I bring my hands in, my elbows widen. And all of a sudden, if my elbows are widen, then my arms are bent. And this is because there's a real lack of force going through this golf club. Okay, now I notice this sometimes happens when I'm filming videos and stuff, or if I'm talking to students online, I'll demonstrate a swing, and if I'm sort of just doing it in a really sort of, you know, improv sort of way, all my arms go loose. And the reason for this is there's a massive lack of speed materializing in the backswing. So when we look at your Rory McIlroys and your Scotty Schefflers and whoever it may be that you have as a favorite type of golfer, your Freddie Couples, your Ernie Els, whoever it is, they do look effortless, but what you're sort of seeing here is speed, but you're seeing it done in sequence. And this is why, you know, practicing with a rope trainer can be really advantageous, because if you swing back really slow, this is going to bend and soften. What you're listening for is this. Hear that? If I swing back, and if you swing back with speed, faster than you realize, your arms are going to stay straighter. It's the same story on the through swing. If I come down really slow, my arms are going to soften. If I go fast, my arms are going to straighten. And this is why it makes sense, right? Think about short game. Think about those little lob shots that you want to play. What you really want is you want that club head overtaking those hands in that bunker and in those little lobby shots, right? If you want to play those soft pitches. And the way you do that is you have to slow it down, soften your arms so your club head can overtake and your hands end up close. But if you're looking for distance and that effortless speed, what you really want is you want your arms being propelled straight through. And that's going to come from speed. And the thing in the backswing position, your backswing needs to be way quicker. And what we know, really common practice with amateur golfers, is by the time you get to the top of your backswing position, the pro has already finished. Now, listen, I'm not saying you're going to be able to swing as quick as a pro, but what I am trying to say is if you are consciously trying to swing back really slow, or if you're somebody who notices that your arms have a tendency to fold, then you have to start practicing swinging brisker, and you have to start practicing swinging quicker in that backswing position, like this. Okay, and see, as I move my body correctly, I can push my arms away. Do this and this is why you're going to really struggle. So if you're struggling for distance, there's absolutely bottom dollar, then that's going to be the reason why. Work on it. A rope trainer is a really good option. I'll see you soon.